wake the heck up Saturday morning or Sunday morning, and I slept a little bit. I'm starting to, so in no way is this a promotion, because whoops are freaking expensive, and it's like a yearly membership kind of deal, which I might just end up canceling, because when you buy one, you usually get a year free where you don't actually pay a membership. So that's kind of my justification, a little bit of a trial phase. And I do want to know like more constant heart rate tracking. And I think the shtick was like Apple had a heart rate tracker, but they actually didn't have a patent, so all the Apple Watches had to like recall the feature. It's just like totally stupid, you know. So I'm not gonna wake up and think, oh my God, how did I sleep last night? I better check my Whoop score. No, man, you know if you slept well or not. So like that's not going to be a surprise or anything. But it will be. I do want to see some heart rate metrics. That's what I'm really caring about. But yeah, so today woke up at 5, bathroom, play my phone for a second. Back to sleep. Another 3 hours till 8. And that felt pretty good. So honestly, that initial wake up versus the second wake up, that may as well be a new freaking guy, you know. But yeah, so I'm feeling pretty good. And I do want to be well rested for today, because today is quads. So it's not like I never want to be well rested for any other lift. But quads especially has a certain, a little bit of extra that you got to bring. So if I was a little under recovered, it would probably kill and eat into not only just the productivity of the lift, but also my enjoyment of the lift in general too. You know, I want to feel good, and that's something that I don't think gets a lot of love, is the prep behind the lift. We're always talking like, oh, just show up even when you feel like shit, or guys will come into the gym and it's almost like a flex to say like, oh dude, I only slept 2 hours last night, but I'm still here. Dude, I've been so sick, but gotta get that workout in. And it's like, sure, but also what if you just slept well? Then you'd be lifting even better, because you'd be recovered and you'd feel good, you know. So it's kind of like, yeah, but it's no fun. It's not fun to put your phone down and go to sleep early. It's not fun to say, I'm not gonna go do that tonight, I better go to bed, I got stuff to do tomorrow. But that's what makes it valuable, because it's kind of like the road less traveled, or at least slightly less traveled, if you see what I'm saying. But since I slept well and I ate a good amount of food and shit, morning weight, and this is after I had a couple of protein bars, because this morning I woke up kind of hungry, so I had like 4 protein bars, which, kind of wild. But if you're going to eat something as like a little bit of just a snack like that, a lowish calorie protein bar is going to do you much better than just like straight up treats, I feel. But even after a couple of those, so probably maybe 4 or 5 ounces, I don't know, not half a pound worth. But either way, after a couple of those, and then getting on the scale, 230.4. So we are, we're on freaking track. Like, it feels good to be ahead of the game leanness wise. So I just got to keep it up and just watch everything unfold, which is sweet for me. I mean, it feels like the pressure's off. Not that it's all the way off or anything, but it's just good to know you're on track. So plan for today with quads. I'll have to see exactly. I know there's going to be a lot of leg extensions, some sissy squats, but I'll probably throw in a little bit of pressing, just not super crazy heavy. Like when I'm dieting, I'm just not going to benefit so much from like super heavy quad training, because it's going to take too long for me to recover from in a calorie deficit intake. Like if I'm bulking up, I can hit a crazy ass quad day and then do the same thing the next time around, for at least a few times in a row. But dieting plus all the the cardio, and it's all kind of leg based, like my workouts are a bit more focused on just regular maintenance, which I know isn't like super cool to say. Like, I want to be able to say I'm coming in and just freaking killing it, like I'm on a goddamn special ops mission to destroy my quads. But that's for later. Let's fast forward a few months to the next bulk. That's when I'm gonna be freaking amping myself up, screaming for some crazy squats. Today's more so get my quads burning, get them as pumped up as I can, see how they look in the mirror, and then take a pit stop at Planet Fitness and hop on the treadmill. I'll still do post quads cardio, but a little bit lower intensity. So instead of the bike, which is a little bit more quad focused, I'll just do the treadmill. And even then, instead of doing my normal like 3 point something mile an hour, 5% incline for 45 minutes, I might drop it to just like 3 miles an hour flat. You know, so really nothing. Like a treadmill at 3 miles an hour, no incline, dude, you're not doing jack. You know, you're just hanging out. It is not that freaking bad. So, and you actually do elevate your heart rate, and it's effective cardio. You know, low intensity, steady state, but still, you know, cardio nonetheless. So I think that's all I got. But I'm getting excited. I'm hoping that my legs have a certain vascularity, a certain je ne sais quoi that they haven't had for a little while. And that's what I want to see every lift. And it's been a week since I had a quad pump, because I'm only doing quads once a week, hamstrings once a week, everything else twice a week-ish. So let's just get started and see what's changed over these last couple of freaking days. So nothing crazy. And I don't know if it's just because I haven't hit quads for a little while, or like I'm so depleted or whatever, but even just doing 40 pounds single leg was kind of giving me, just give me a little bit of a feeling, a good feeling. So when I'm dieting, especially, I kind of adopt the same approach with quads as I do for triceps. Like my tricep game used to be, all right, set one, go nuts. 5 plates slapped on the stack. Really like 3, but still way too heavy. Like, sure, I was moving the weight and there was tension going through my triceps, but I don't think it was a awesome situation. What I like now is starting with a lighter squeezing movement, really getting a good hold and burn, and then the first few sets almost count as like double working sets. Because one, it's a good set, it's a failure-ish, you know, minimum, and also it's kind of like a prep set warming me up for what might come next. So if I do 3 sets of leg extensions, moderate, lightish weight, by the time I've done the 3, I'm pretty much pumped, I'm activated, everything's firing well. So if I move on to a leg press, even, you know, not super heavy, I think I'll just get a little more out of it, you know? It's like I'm warming up my engine before really revving it, if you kind of follow my logic. The bro science logic, like little analogies like that, like the engine rev, like some guys don't like that. I think it's totally analogous and makes a ton of sense. But either way, I'm going to start with 70 pounds, single leg, alternating. Maybe, I don't know, I'll start with 10 and then I might decrease. But it's just however many reps on one side, then the other, then the other, then the other. I like this a little bit more than a straight set because I feel like I can take it further earlier. Like when I'm warm and like I want to just do a double leg set, quick failure. But when I'm warming up almost, because like right now I'm warm, but I'm not like really into it. By doing a few on either side back and forth, I feel like I can really bring it a little harder. Whereas if I did double at once, I might want to call the set early. But that's just a me thing. So let me pick a song and get started. Oh, fuck. Did I just crack my shit? You gotta be kidding me. Alright, I'm good. I just broke my screen protector a couple days ago, so I gotta be careful. Maybe no more throwing that shit. Oy. All right. That's more. Okay. All right, let me go up to 85 for the, 100 for the next one, and go from there. That kind of counts as like a half warm up, half working set. Either way, I'm closer to pumped than not. So let's keep going. Yeah. Okay. Okay. A few more just like that. Oh, man. Yeah, these are adding up quick. Yeah. Okay. One more like that at least. Okay. All right. Let's go try the leg press and see how that feels. This will be good. Just a quick 6-plater. I had 7 on here, but I took the 7th off. I think 6 is a good number. Heavy, but not too heavy. I don't need to freaking rip my quad off or anything right now. come on. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm not done. I'm going to do rest pause sets of 10. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, shit. One more. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Okay, give me a second. Just one more double leg set of leg extensions and that'll be all. That triple rest pause set definitely did a little more than I bargained for. In a good way. Let's do one. That's 160. Yeah. All right. All right. And 175. Okay. Let's see how quads are looking. Oh man. All right, I sort of jumped the gun. Pants already freaking off. But now let's see how we're looking. So even just the calves through the shorts, I mean, that's a chunk right there. Like, I don't know if my knees, like this joint has ever looked smaller, right? Because look at that separation. It's going thick ass calf, you know, at least relatively. Knee joint really sucks in, and then quad up top starts really beefing up. So let's see how they're actually looking. And just do the full tuck. What are we doing here? Yeah, there we go. So definitely some meat on my bones. And this is flat as shit. Like this is, so this is my morning weight, 230. So this is not reflective of how they're gonna look when I'm fully carved up in the semi-near future. But let's just make them as wide as possible. So that's what I want to see. Like over the course of the next few weeks, I want like, oh, holy shit. You can almost see a minor glute striation. So it's quad, hamstring, and then tuchus right here. And the thinner that I can get this skin, the more apparent some little cuts are gonna be. I've got a while, but it will happen. And that's just freaking nuts for me because I've never had glute striations before. But at the rate that this cut is going, it's gonna happen for sure. So let me do a little bit of a vein hold. Oh my gosh. I feel like I can't even sit here and hold that kind of thing. But yeah, for flat, morning, some protein bars, this pre-workout, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling rather freaking good. So, let's jump straight to the comment. Well, that was only 2 movements. That was only leg extensions and 1 set of leg press, and the leg press set wasn't even that heavy. And to that I say, well, just go back a few months and watch an off-season leg day. Those are the workouts that actually help build my quads. These workouts right now, certainly not inconsequential because I'm maintaining my size, I'm maintaining my strength, but the goal is fat loss. And fat loss with muscle gain at the same time only happens in 2 scenarios, usually. A beginner guy, so if you're a 250 pound dude, you've never worked out, and you start really hitting the gym, you're gonna build muscle and lose fat at the same time, to a degree. And then also someone who has already trained substantially, like 10 years of training, 5 years of training, whatever, and somehow they get out of the loop. So life gets in the way, whatever. It's been a few years since you've really locked in, maybe put on a couple of pounds. When that guy comes back to the gym, not muscle memory in the sense that he physically has more myonuclei, like more muscle fibers that have been developed from the training. So if he goes from currently untrained to starts really working out again, yeah, the muscle he has is going to swell back up pretty quick, in the sense that it looks like fat gain or fat loss with muscle gain. But how I look at it is I'm either in 3 states. The one just being maintenance, which is whatever, not getting fatter or bigger, just right in the middle. And the other 2 are I'm getting leaner while maintaining muscle, or I'm getting slightly softer while gaining muscle. And I think the sooner that you kind of at least wrap your head around that, the easier it is to deal with. Because there's a lot of guys that get trapped in this mental battle of like trying to theorize their way to a perfect routine. Like they hear main gaining, they hear like build muscle, lose fat at the same time. And they think of that and they're like, holy crap, that's perfect. I have to do that. And you're chasing the freaking, you're chasing the Holy Grail. Whereas the guy who just says, all right, I'm going to beef up for a couple months and then I'm going to cut down, is probably going to get ahead. So, don't get so attached to the idea of a perfect training routine or a perfect setup or a perfect whatever, because it just doesn't exist. It's not going to happen. So what I'm more concerned with is instead of just perfection, it's progress, right? A very similar P word, but progress is legit. Anybody can get some progress any day with anything. It's not quick. Obviously chasing perfection is cool because it's like, oh, it's going to be awesome. But getting a little bit of progress, doing your cardio one day, getting your gym membership back and just starting, getting moving again, that's progress, right? That's real. That's what adds up. So if you catch yourself just like, oh man, if I don't do it perfect, it's not worth doing it at all. You just crushed your freaking, maybe not dream, but you just crushed your goal before you even started it, So that's why I'll get a little bit rage baited by guys when they're talking about like the perfect routine and like the perfect movements and the perfect everything, because it's like, well, why are you even worrying about that, right? Train hard, improve your training over time. There's nothing else you can do, right? It's like just take a more pragmatic approach. Just do it. Don't think about it. try to improve it over time, but just fucking do it, right? Not to drop an F-bomb on you. But I'm going to go do my cardio, so let's bring it out of here. I'll see you in the car in a second. All right, so that didn't take too long. I went a little extra crazy with the cardio session, because by the time I got to the 45-minute mark, because all I'm doing was the treadmill, it sort of just made sense to bump it to the full hour. And, you know, am I maybe overdoing it just a touch by doing that? I don't know, man. Look, it's hardly ever a bad thing when you do a little extra cardio. I don't think anyone has ever said, fuck, God, everything would have been fucking perfect if I didn't do an extra 15 minutes of cardio. That situation has never happened. Not even a little bit. So just keep that in mind, right? Next time you're at the gym, I mean, there's a cardio section everywhere, and there's never a line, you know, unless you're in like fucking, I don't know, a crazy ass busy, like in some kind of city gym, and it's like, you know, actually straight up packed. Usually there's gonna be cardio. It just, you know, it's almost a guarantee. There is never a day where people are like, oh man, treadmill day, Monday, National Treadmill Day. Like, it just doesn't happen, you know. And if you're the kind of guy who's going to say, well, why the hell would I even want to do cardio at the gym? That seems kind of stupid to make a whole trip. Why wouldn't I just, like, go on a walk outside or, like, ride my bike or something? And to that, you just answered your own question. Perfect. Just do that instead, you know. Like, there's no perfect answer other than just whatever you do best. You know what I'm saying? So if you love just to straight up, you know, outdoor, get a little hustle on, bring your dog out, then do that. You know, or if you're like me and you just want to sit in the bike or in the treadmill, we'll do that too. One thing that I've changed this year, which I really enjoy, or I'm enjoying more, is the fact that I'm changing up where the cardio is going down. Last year in my apartment, there was an apartment gym. It was right in front of the pool. My prep is during the winter time, so the pool's empty, it's covered in snow, just whatever. So I just I get deja vu still. It's burned into my mind because I spent like 5 days net earlier this year, not even including all the cardio before, but just from January 1st to those competitions, I just sat basically in the same spot for 5 days doing cardio, looking out at the empty, like frozen freaking pool. Yeah, very desolate. Like, it felt like I was looking at Mars. It may as well have been. But now, it's kind of lucky that my cardio bike broke, because it makes me feel like, that's what made me go to like the Planet Fitness or something to do my cardio. But it just feels, it feels better, right? Clocking an hour or 45 minutes on the bike or the treadmill in a gym where there's people around, like you're kind of feeding off of their energy, I feel, and it makes it a little bit, if not more fun, at least just a little bit easier, you know. So that's kind of my take on the matter. So yeah, planned for the rest of today, I've got a ton of ground beef to cook and some steaks as well. So my steak preparation of choice right now is just kind of in bulk. So I think I might be out, so I might just have to use like a Pyrex or something, or like an oven tray. But I just put like 4 pounds of steak, salt, pepper, garlic powder, whatever, in a tray and throw it in the oven at like 350 or like, yeah, about 350 or something. Put a thermometer into the thickest piece and then wait for it to hit like 126, 128 internal, and then just pull it out straight to the fridge. It's done. You know, like it's not the greatest steak in the world. Like, it's not awesome sear, but you know, well cooked. And if I pick like top round or just a leanish cut, well then it's still solid. You know, like don't. That's another thing too when it comes to food preparation. Everybody's always Chef Gordon Ramsay when they're judging a meal, and it's like, dude, I'm hitting my macros. You know, if you don't like that I'm gonna mix some ground beef with some oatmeal, guess what? Don't eat it. You know, but you don't have to hate on me for enjoying it, right? Like, it's, I see that a lot. But, yeah, nice and sunny. Even though it's not warm, the sunshine makes it feel a little bit nicer. So, I'm going to enjoy the rest of today, get some more cardio done later, And then, what do I have tomorrow? I think tomorrow, we're at a red light. Let me look. My workout split has kind of been jumbled a little bit. Yeah, shit. Got some chest tomorrow, so that's going to be fun. I haven't, one gym I haven't been to for a little while is American Barbell, and they know what they're doing over there. They're undergoing this huge-ass renovation, like expansion, pouring new concrete, plumbing, everything. To say that that's going to be at least a mecca of Ohio might be an understatement. You know, so if you're ever around the area, I don't know the exact city. It's about 40-ish minutes, maybe 30-ish minutes east of central Columbus. It's a place to check out, you know. And in a couple of months, when everybody comes to Ohio for the Arnold, which is fucking sweet for me, every freaking bodybuilder in the world just coming to my backyard, American Barbell is going to be a spot. Like, if you want to see some of these guys lifting, you know, like if they're coming in to actually work out, like especially the guys who are competing, like maybe like don't fuck with them too much. Like I'm not, you know what I'm saying. But they will definitely be there. The Pros Gym Columbus, but the Pros Gym is going to be crazy, hectic, packed. Like, I've never even gone during an Arnold because of how crazy it is. I might go check it out just to kind of experience it, but I know it's going to be nuts. And shit, where else? I don't know. There's a few other gyms kind of all around the freaking area, but yeah, I'm getting freaking excited. So come mid-February, come early March, things are going to be going down. That is for freaking sure. So yeah, I'm gonna get some more food in my system, and then I'll see you for chest tomorrow.